Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Saturday edition of the Paranormal Brew Show. I'm Nighthawk. I'll be going through the disclaimer, and then we're going to get into the thick of things, and we'll bring Eric in, and we'll get into it. We'll be picking everybody's brain this morning over coffee and donuts. Well, minus the donuts, but needless to say, the copyright disclaimer is this channel may use some copyrighted material without specific authorization of the owner, but contends that it falls under the fair use, which is the Copyright Act of 1976. Nighthawk High Strange, this podcast channel, and all the podcasts on the channel declare fair use of any and all content for fair use under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, which makes allowances for criticism, commentary, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, research, parody, and general knowledge only and entertainment value per Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. All righty, let's get that off of there and say good morning to everybody in the chat. Let's see who we got. Eric, how you doing, brother?
Not bad, brother. How you been?
Seen better days, but it's getting better. It's getting better. So, all right, Kyle, good to see you. There's that bizarre and unknown guy. Got to keep an eye on him. Roxanne, good to see you. All righty, let's see. Who else we got in there? Juno, brother, good to see you. Twisted, good to see you. All righty. Who else? Poncho. All right. Poncho's in here. Everybody hide. Roger, good to see you. David, good to see you. Rhonda, good to see you. Let's see. Who else we got? Scott, good to see you. What is... Join Rabbit Discord.
Rabbi Rothschild's World Peace Discord server.
Yeah.
I have no idea what this looks like. A bot.
Yeah, it's definitely a bot. It's it's definitely a bot.
Shared to be a trillion. Yeah, shared to be a trillionaire. So yeah, it's a bot.
All right. Well, let's see. And I don't have the means to get that off of there. So
I don't either. That's weird.
Anyways, Melissa, good to see you. Hope you're doing good. All right. Let's see. Roger, good to see you. All right. Poncho Vila. Juno, you're funny, man. You're funny. All right. Wow. We got the circles today, huh?
Yeah, apparently.
All right. Well, I didn't even pick that. So I'm going to change that. Let me see here. Hold on a second. All right. Okay.
It's kind of troubling. We can't block that. That's not good.
Yeah.
That's bad vibe way around.
Yeah, that is. We should be able to block that. Actually, You're right. But you know what they say. Crap happens.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Anyways, I hope everybody had a pleasant New Year's and a very Merry Christmas. I hope you all got your presents that you wanted. And I hope you all weren't hungover for New Year's Day. As for me, I slept like a baby right through it. So, like Frosty sliding down the snow hill. So that's how I slept.
You know what I did?
What'd you do?
You know what I did for New Year's? I started a new book. I didn't even celebrate. I've got
I don't think people did.
horror slasher book that I started.
Mm. Yeah, I don't think very many people did celebrate this year, to tell you the truth. I mean, if you think about it, not too many people are happy with the way things ended up in 2024. So, and it
Yeah.
started off, prayers to everybody in New Orleans and everybody in Vegas. And I believe there was also an incident in Idaho with a train where
New
they found
York,
explosives.
Vegas, Nolans,
Yeah,
Idaho, and one other spot that I'm forgetting. All have had attacks this last
yeah.
week.
So prayers to everybody that
Pretty,
was, involved in all that, and or had mishappenings with all that. So prayers to
yeah,
everybody.
that started like
Um,
2 hours after midnight on New Year's.
yeah, it's getting ridiculous. It really is. Um,
Yeah,
whatever happened to the sanctity of life? You know,
yeah,
that's the thing that gets me. And that's the first thing we should be taught coming into this world is the sanctity of life. No matter what religion you are or ethnicity you are, you should be taught the sanctity of life. So,
exactly.
indigenous people are. Why not the rest of them? So, I don't
I
know.
like Larry's
That's
comment.
just my thought. Yeah,
I
yeah. You see,
was, I was wondering what would top aliens
yeah,
at the
that's
mall last
true.
year.
Yeah, that's very
Yeah,
true,
sickness from a
Larry. Very
pole.
true. Good to see you in there, Kevin. Good to see you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true
that
too,
that
Kevin.
fog thing, that's something we're gonna probably get into a little bit of that today too, Kevin. So it's good. Ida, good to see you.
Mhm.
It's good that you brought that up. Um, but
Yeah.
everybody's saying that they're starting to get really like a flu-like symptoms from the fog. And I don't know if you all ever saw the podcast I did a while back. Must probably 2 years now, concerning the smart dust,
Mm-hmm.
and how that was genetically engineered to be put in the fog. And what it does is it has these real tiny, you can't even see them, microchips in it and nanobots.
Mm-hmm.
And they use it to track people, okay, and to monitor their bodily functions, okay, their heart rate, their pulse, their temperature,
Mm-hmm.
all that, radiation output, everything. So they're saying that that's probably what's in this fog. And
Yep.
if you all remember, I used to call it living fog because it acted like it knew where it wanted to go and where it didn't want to go. So, but yeah, that's quite fascinating when you come to think about the smart dust and the fog and all that, and everybody claiming to get sick from it. And it's not just one or two people on the internet. It's several hundred that have reported it getting ill. So I don't know. What do you think,
Right.
Eric?
Yeah, there's I can't 100% say that's what's going on, but I know that is technology well within our government's power to use. So it would not put
Oh
it
yeah,
past me that being.
yeah,
Roxanne
definitely.
says here on X, TPV, Shane has a video on it and some proof of it. Yeah, I've seen a lot of videos on that lately. From the time it started in Europe until over here now, with people showing the same stuff. Um, we know Bill Gates has been working on that stuff for a long time. The agenda and everything else that's going on about it. I mean, it fits right in line with what we've been seeing for a long time that's going to happen because they are losing their power.
Right. Exactly.
So,
Exactly. Could the
consider
fog
part
be
of the 3 days of darkness. Do you mean the 10 days of darkness, Ida? There's going to be 10 days, actually, not three. There's going to be 10 days of darkness. I got to be careful what
Yeah.
I can't say too much on here because this is YouTube, not Rumble. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. True.
so I'm trying to trying to be spotty on what I say here. No, this is not going to be part of the 10 Days of Darkness. This is a grasp to keep something that they're losing, and that's what all this is calling for.
Yeah,
I've
exactly.
got. I mean, I could talk more open about this on Rumble, and tell you why it's going to be 10 days and not 3. I can tell you all that, but it has to be on Rumble.
There is a lot going on weird wise in the world today, that's for sure. Not just the smart fog, but people are being focused on other things than what's actually going on right in front of them. And take, for instance, the whole, somebody brought up the Miami Mall thing, and I think it was Kevin or somebody in the chat.
I think it was Kevin.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I think that's what the whole UFO disclosure, UAP disclosure thing was done too for. And the drones are all used to basically keep the attention of the masses looking one way and not looking closely to what's happening right in front of them. Those of us that know, if you know what I mean. So, because there's too many things happening all at once to be coincidence. Okay. Especially the fog thing too. So it's all leading up to something.
Yeah. It's going to be blamed on one or two things, either foreign entity or a fake alien invasion, and that's what it's going to be linked to. Whenever the population gets too familiar with it and figures it out what's going on, and it's blasted everywhere, they'll come out and that'll be the excuse. It's going to be either a fake alien invasion or a foreign entity attacking.
Well, here's something I wanted to bring to everybody's attention too. You have to understand, we have been getting information passed to us for hundreds of years concerning what's going to happen and how to avoid things and all that, and how to interact with other societies that we are not aware of. Somebody is secretively leaking this stuff to humanity. And who and why, we really aren't 100% sure on what it all is all about. But there's talk of the Galactic Federation and all this, and an alliance to build humanity up to a level of consciousness that they could join the ranks of some kind of Galactic Federation. I'm kind of iffy on that theory, you know what I mean? But I'm not going to dismiss it without more evidence, you know what I mean? But well, we'll have to pray for Dennis, man. Yeah, we'll have to pray for Dennis, that's for sure. Anybody going through, and Eric, I know you got a back pain problem right now too, so we got to remember to keep you in our prayers too. I think we're all hurting, man. Even I'm I'm hurting now more now than after the surgery. Right after the surgery, it hurts to breathe and it hurts to eat. It's like a burning pain. I don't know what's causing it. It's got to be from the laser surgeries and the biopsies and stuff. But it's painful, especially today when the weather gets real cold, like it is, currently around everywhere. But one thing I wanted to talk about today was crop circles. We haven't touched on it in a while, and I wanted to bring up something that I was studying on it, and I come across a lot of the fog stuff and all that during it, which ironically you could almost compare the two. But they have crop circles found, they're not disclosing them as much as they used to. Okay. But I have figured out that, take for instance this one here, okay, where it shows the pyramid it shows the pyramid of planets. Okay. And it's literally looks like it's showing parallel universes or parallel worlds, and how there's 6 of them, and then how the smaller circles are like the moons, independent moons. But there was one that I found very interesting, Eric, and everybody in the chat. And I compare things to biblical supernatural stuff all the time, and to the paranormal, and to my own upbringing, and from what I learned growing up. So this one here was very, very, very familiar to me, and I'll tell you why. When you look at this, when you look at this though, and you think of the flat Earth map, look at the layout, and look at the way it's showing that there is some kind of tunnel system or portal system, wormhole, maybe to get to and from other areas, other planets, other realms, other dimensions. This literally looks like a map, a two-dimensional, brought to 3D map of how you can get from point A to point B.
All right. To me, that looks like a molecular structure. You break down a molecular structure, and that's kind of what you're looking at, the proteins and all that. That's what that looks like to me.
Now that's 2 good theories there. But yeah, I mean, I laid the flat Earth map down on top of this, and it literally, it's like the center part is where we are within the ice wall, and then the other ones are like, Asgard, the Outer Lands, the Guardians lands, the lands of the Anunnaki, and all that, and it kind of correlated, laying it down on top of a flat Earth map. So, as like an overlay, like the old projectors we used to have in school back in the day when we didn't have computers,
Yeah. The Twisted said that's Blockchain's XRP logo.
All right, let's see here.
Trying
to look it up here to see if I can find more.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to try and find some more pictures to bring up here.
Yeah. That very first one you showed, that really looks like it's human made, but these last few ones don't. It's too clean, too flat, too, you know what I mean? But when you're studying chemical biology, this is a very common, when like you're putting together, building, DNA and genes and molecular structures, and you're putting it all together, try to physically look at it. This is how it comes out. It looks just like that. It's an interesting deal.
Yeah. There's a lot of interesting things that I'm finding here. The majority of them, exactly. There's one in particular, or 2 in particular, actually, that to me don't look man-made. And I'll tell you why, because the design of it is so innate and just very, very, detailed, and that basically, let me see here. Let me see if I can pull this up. Okay, let me see. Hopefully it will allow me to upload it here. Give me 1 second. I'm going to show you this one design that really, really caught my eye. Let me see here. See if it'll give me room to upload it. Let's see. Come on. Come on, computer, you can do it. Damn it. Nope, that's not it. Son of a gun. All right, well, it won't let me. Let's see if I can pull it off of something else. All right, let's see. It wouldn't even let me upload it. Are you kidding? Okay, well, I got another one here. This one here is clearly man-made.
Yeah.
Okay, and you can tell why too, because it doesn't have the features of some of the other crop circles that have been studied. And the one that I showed you at the beginning here, with all the designs on it, this one was proven to be legitimate because the stalks of the crop within the circle that was bent over were radiated and swollen in the stalk part that was bent over. So, it was more than just a slight bend to it.
Yeah. That diagram there, I just found on a chemistry example. That very design right there. I'd have to share a screen to show it, but I did find that. Yeah, I'll have to screen share, so you'll have to drop that one down.
All right.
That's why I was looking, because I just happened to look at it because it was bothering me. I was like, man, I know I've seen that somewhere before, and it was bugging the hell out of me, and I couldn't figure it out, so I had to look it up. And this is representation
so do you think that
in
maybe
chemistry.
They are, they're trying to give us an education in chemistry, maybe.
Well, I mean, you got to think we're all we're all made of chemicals and compounds and proteins and sugars and all this stuff. So there's literally, chemistry within inside of us. But if you look at this one here, I mean, that is just what you had on the screen. So that's why I was like, man, I know I've seen this because I took science in college, and I mean, that's why I was like,
but it's missing.
What the hell?
It's missing some of the parts of it.
Right. This is really, really almost to the T of what you showed. And this is, I can't remember what compound this is. But if you look over here to stuff like this, you'll see where you start putting it all together. So I'm wondering, they're trying to teach us about a different chemical that's out there that we need to think of that is actually tied to us. But you see how you start stitching all the other chemicals together, and then bam, I mean, you start getting things, but where'd it go? I mean, that one there is damn near spot on to what you was just showing. So I'm
Yeah,
wondering
but
if it ain't a
you
message.
have that center. You have that center spot though. That you got one half or 2/3 of the equation there.
Mm-hmm.
In the crops in the picture you just had. But what
Mm-hmm.
about the other third? That's the question. It almost makes me wonder that those that are in the labs working on this stuff and trying to figure it out, if they haven't already figured it out, and that's why we possibly have some of the things happening today, just like we do with CERN.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, and we know from past things that it's a good possibility um, um, that these alien entities are trying to deliver messages to us through these types of things. So my curiosity is how that's almost identical to what I was just showing. What is that center compound? I am curious what that center compound. That could be something that we're missing to either unlock the
Right.
potential that we used to have, or the ability to know to where we actually come from. And what we're being
Right.
taught in school and stuff is not the same.
Exactly. Yeah, true. Very true. And we all know what we're taught in school is a complete lie anyways. It's all
Oh yeah.
fabrication. So,
Yeah. I mean, it's
all
just
right.
I love that stuff. I love chemistry. I love biology. So I mean, that's when I seen that. That's exactly where my mind went to, because like I've seen this from somewhere before, and that now I find that picture there. I think they put these designs out to sit back and laugh and work. Yeah, it could be. I mean, that could be like, you want to see these petty humans looking something, hold my beer and watch this. Go down and create something. I mean, it's possible. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I mean, to me, crop circles are a message. A lot of them are man-made. Don't get me wrong. A lot are
Oh
man-made.
yeah, but you
I'm not going to
you
dispute
can
that.
tell the difference though, because the study
Mhm.
was done and the video was taken of orbs actually creating crop circles. So,
Mhm.
you know, is it our own technology is doing it? And when I mean orbs, I'm talking, something along this lines. Is this our own technology, you know,
Yes.
that we have, that's causing these designs, you know? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth
I believe
investigating
that.
further, that's for sure.
I believe that is our stuff there.
Yeah, so do I. So do I. I mean, I've seen stuff while I was in. I'm sure we all have that been in the military. Um, Either have seen it or have heard it, or some way, shape, or form.
Whoa.
I don't know,
Just
Tim.
lost my
That's a good
chat. I
question.
can't. What the hell just happened? There it goes. I got it back. The chat on this side, so I can highlight things, completely just disappeared.
Hmm. Let me go to the chat too. See if
Mm-hmm.
I can see some of these questions and
Yeah,
answers and stuff.
we quite a bit of us summers is carbon. Yeah, quite a bit of us is.
Girl with a gong, good to see you. Red Edge Savage, good to see you. Camo Dad, been a while, man.
Yes, Camo Dad, anti-gravity vehicles. Yes, I mean they've been working on that type of technology there since World War II. Bare minimum 40 years. Yes.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah. I
minimum
need
time frame.
I need to find my old chemistry book and look that up, because now that's got me. My brain is fixed on that now. I was
Yeah, I
like,
knew it would.
I want to know. I want to know what that center compound is. It's like, dude, that is straight up a chemical biology or structure. Huh? It's like, what is
Yep,
that missing compound? I want to know what that is.
exactly.
Oh my god!
Exactly. You should take and copy that
So,
picture that I have and download it and into your computer and see if you can cross-reference it with the chemical compounds that are, but you're probably not going to find the exact match because obviously it's something that was, that we don't know about, so it's something that's going to take some time to find.
yeah, definitely send
But
that
you're
to
more
me.
than
I'll have to
welcome
look
to
into it.
actually download that.
Oh, yeah, I could from here, can't I? Let me see if I can remember how to.
Yeah, Paranormal Oz, good to see you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Happy New Year, Red Edge.
I'll get back to comments in just a second. I'm actually trying to figure out how to save this image. Come on, work for me. Man, I am breaking a lot of stuff out of my chest. I hope I can get over whatever hell this is that's bothering me.
You didn't wander into any fog lately, have you?
Lord knows with me. All right. Hopefully it's saved correctly. Of course, with my, well, no, I mean, I have been in fog because of my job. That is a good possibility, Camo. Yeah. Good possibility. From what, if I remember correctly, Ida, there has been cases in Europe, but I don't know about here.
There was a couple incidences reported of cats, 2 cats. Scott, thank you very much, brother.
Yeah, thank you, bud.
2 cats coming down with like a flu-like symptoms for cats, and 1 dog in the United States. But that's it. And nothing as far as any more than that.
Women, it's been a while. My mom died recently. I've been keeping Dad going and working. Yeah. Gosh dang.
I'm sorry, Camo Dad, to hear that. Prayers, brother. Prayers. That sucks losing a parent, that's for sure. No matter.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, summer life. Yeah. Yep.
Summer side of life. I like that. That's a cool name.
Yeah. Your summer's pretty spot on. So I mean, we got another chemical enthusiast in the chat. I haven't studied chemical biology in so long. I'm trying to go off the top of my head. I have to go down to my old place and see if I got my books down there still.
Oh, good. You guys get your heads together and find out what's going on with that. Because I'm not a chemist.
Yeah. And I'm not a chemist either. I love science and I love biology. I think science and biology is a huge part of our life because I think it's what unlocks us, knowing what our potentials are. Like there is so many locked potentials inside of us that we need to learn how to unlock. So I think this is a good way to get into it. But at the same time, I'm not a mainstream science person. I can't follow mainstream science. Yeah, I just can't do.
Yeah, the one thing I remember about science back in the day was Bill Nye. He
Bill
was the guy.
I like him until he went woke, and then I was like, I can't stand you no more.
Yeah, I know. I know he did go woke, didn't he?
Bad woke. But no, I mean I grew up watching Bill Nye the Science Guy. I liked it. Candy, how's it going? But
Hey, Candy.
uh yeah. No, so I mean there's hey Joshua.
Bill Nye.
Bill Nye, yeah.
That's funny,
Okay,
Joshua.
just
That's true. It's true, but
because
it's
science
funny.
controlled by deep state and yeah. Scott, you're right, and that's
Uh,
why I say I can't do mainstream science. I love that one, Joshua. That's a good one.
yeah.
No, he's not. But I mean, he's pretty good. But no, he's not. I mean, as a kid, though, I mean, he was the man.
Yeah.
Winter
What was he? He was
Vortex.
just
Yeah,
like
we're
a
getting ready to
teacher,
have
wasn't
it
he?
back. I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
wasn't
may or
even
may
like
not be available for morning and Sunday evening shows because I may be getting called into work tomorrow. But yeah, we got a winter vortex coming through right now, Red. So
yeah.
tomorrow's going to be hit and miss if I'll be on the show in the morning or even evening.
Oh, girl with a gong. Thank you, dear. Thank you very, very much. Coffee money.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm starting to. I just put the last of my Death Wish dark brew in here, but I've got
Hmm.
plenty more coffee. I've got like one more pot I can make out of the stuff I got from William, and then I've got my other Death Wish stuff, my tactical or my dark or whatever. I can't think right
I'm
now.
gonna have to send you some more. I'll send you another bag or
Yeah, that's
two.
good. My daughter likes. I tried to find it in the store in Buffalo the other day, and I couldn't find it.
Yeah, it's a hard one to find. They haven't had it store here lately either, though. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna try and look on
I
Amazon
don't
for it
remember
and
this
see if I
time.
can find it.
Yeah.
Hey, Demaria. Carl, good to see you, Carl.
Hey, Demary. Yeah, I'm trying to get caught up on the comments right now. Like threads, like large and small white.
Yeah. Are they
Participants
calling for
floating.
ice where
Oh,
anybody's at? Because they're calling for ice
yeah.
here and ice and snow, and they said it could be up to an inch thick.
Yep. Well, we're supposed to get rain before our snow comes in. So, yeah, we're going to get ice on top of, with snow on top of it.
Yeah, that's deadly.
Well, I'd
Yeah,
rather have the snow on top of it because at least you can grip on something. But once you wear that snow down, it turns to ice, which makes it deadly.
yeah, true, very true. The whole problem is though they don't know where exactly it's all going to end up
Mm.
at, and that is just bizarre if you think about it. The bizarre scenarios that have happened in the last year alone with the weather, you can definitely tell the weather is being manipulated. Hey, Griff, good to see you, bro.
Heck yeah, heifer. Yep, ice here in Missouri. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're
Kevin
talking
said he's
about
found
this.
it on Amazon. So,
Oh,
here,
okay.
Jim Beam.
All right, cool. I'll have to get it off of Amazon, see what it is, see what it goes for.
That's funny, Scott. I haven't had Lake House yet, Camo. Is that like strictly to one area? I've never heard of Lake House coffee.
Lake House. That doesn't sound. There's a lot of them out there, though, man. There's so many, so many.
Mm,
Yeah, we're talking coffee,
yeah.
man. Welcome to join us, there,
Foggy,
Flock. You're welcome to join us, bro.
foggy ice in Colorado. Damn.
Yeah,
Hey, Griff.
it's just weird, man. The way the weather has been lately. I mean, you talk about all the severe
Hmm.
tornadoes and the hurricanes and the floods. The floods alone around the world. You know, it's incredible. It's incredible what's happening with the weather, and it's got to be manipulated. It has to be just like the fog. You
Mm,
know, the smart dust in the fog is is a legitimate thing, you know?
No, it is, man.
Cortland, New York. Okay.
Yeah. Talking coffee. Sorry, I'm trying to get caught up on the chat. It's flying today.
Yeah. It's freezing. I think it's freezing everywhere there, Flock. I really do.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that one there.
Oh, Nabob.
I don't mind the cold. It's needed.
Yeah.
But
I
mean, I'm not a fan
I
of
can
it.
do without it.
I work out.
I can do without the cold. That's for sure.
Oh, that's why. Okay, that's why I haven't heard of it. Yeah.
Bipolar weather. You got that right, Twisted.
No joke. I am sorry,
That's
guys.
no
I
joke.
am trying to get caught up here.
It's pretty sad when the weather forecasters cannot predict where it's going or how violent it's going to be. You know, it's pretty sad because there was a time years ago when they were pretty much dead on, you know, with accuracy. But now it's like, forget about it. Their guess is as good as ours. Ooh, 21 negative Fahrenheit in Western Canada. Is that by Vancouver? Yeah. If that's by Vancouver, let me know because Tracy and I actually we watch a guy and his bulldog that are from the Vancouver Island area, and Ontario. He's a van lifer. So,
Flock's from Ontario.
Oh, Ontario. Okay.
Yeah. Summer is Saskatchewan.
Oh, okay. Saskatchewan. That's pretty flat there, too. So you probably got that cold weather and the wind.
Mm-hmm. Vancouver is warmer because of the air that passes over the mountains. Yeah, I can see that, yeah. Because the cold air always hits the face that it's coming from, and then it's usually warmer on the other side. It's why you'll have, like, vegetation on one side of the mountain and vegetation not on the other side is because of how everything flows.
See, who needs Bill Nye the Science Guy when we got Eric?
I love that stuff, man. You know, because my major in college was wildlife management, Missouri conservation, and I minored in bovine and equine. So, I mean, science was a big part of what I did. So, I mean, I love that type of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're all having problems moving in this cold weather. That's for sure, Candy.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Yeah, they're talking about it getting negative 17 Fahrenheit here after Sunday.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there's there's a lot of Bigfoot reports coming from British Columbia, Flock. A lot of them. Yeah, that's definitely it.
Well, not to mention you got the whole Yukon territory that's full of reported sightings, and Vancouver Island. Let's not forget Vancouver Island.
New podcast, Eric the Science Guy. Eric the Science Guy, much better. Heck yeah. I love, that's why, you know, that's why when I'm out investigating cryptid stuff, I still have my forensics kit because I started out in college as a forensics officer. That's what I was studying to be because they didn't have the programs that I wanted. And the fact that I like science, that's why I went in to be a forensics officer. But once the wildlife management became available, when I transferred from colleges to SMSU, or it's SMS now, I'll still always be SMSU to me. They had the wildlife program, which is what I love. I love nature. I love wildlife. That's why I went into it. That's why when I go on investigations, I still have my forensics kit from when I was in college. And you'll see that. You'll see me in videos using the forensic kit when I'm collecting like a peanut butter jar. I don't want any DNA corrupted on it. So I don't want to touch it.
Is that what they call that kit, huh? Is that what we're calling it nowadays, huh? A forensic kit.
I can break it out. Yeah, I've got it right over here. I can break it out for you. That's why I just bought some more stuff to replace what I've used. 1.5, $1.52 a liter. 4 liters is almost a gallon. That's gas. Diesel is around $1.80 a liter. Daggone.
Good God. That's Canadian, though. That's Canadian dollar.
Yeah, that's Canadian.
So
we do gallons.
God, I don't even know the breakdown anymore. I guarantee that's going to
probably
be the Canadian dollar's worth than the American dollar right now. So,
well, so break it down. This quick math in my head, that's going to be a little over $6 a gallon.
Dude,
yeah,
that's not good. That illegitimate son of Castro needs to do something to help out the citizens of Canada more than himself. That's for sure. Oop, did I say that out loud?
For entertainment purposes only, this is not being told as fact. This is our opinion.
70 cents USD. Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, their inflation rate is different than ours, so their value is going to be cheaper than ours. But if you put it to our value, it'd be over $6 a gallon. Yeah.
Which, what do you think about Canada being the 51st state?
That was, oh God, dude, I died when I heard that. Oh my God, I freaking died when I heard that.
That was funny. Oh, Carl, I'm not feeling better. Trust me, man. I'm laughing outside, but man, I'm hurting inside. Okay,
I'm caught up on the comments. Y'all are great, man. You got that comments flowing. It's hard for me to keep up. Exactly,
girl. For entertainment purposes only. Thank you.
So, yeah, it's man, Greenland. I want to go to Norway and see my ancestral home. I really want to. That's one of the few places I have. I haven't been was Norway, and I'd love to go to Norway to see the northern part of Norway where my family's from Ragnar, Lothbrok. I want to see there. I was wrong. It's 69. Oh, I love that number. 69 cents the US dollar. Yeah. So I mean, you're looking at $2, roughly what, $2.70 a gallon, which is kind of average of what it is here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not that far different from what we're paying.
Good old Cornhusker welcome. Oh, you freaking Cornhuskers.
Yeah, 31 cent, 32 cent difference. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, it's cheaper than, if that's the case, it's cheaper. It's cheaper there than it is here. We're averaging $2.56 a gallon where I'm at, and we're one of the cheaper places.
Shoot, man, we're still around $3 a gallon here.
Yeah. Protein restaurants everywhere. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's yeah, we're on an average. We bounce around between 246 and 256 a gallon is what we're averaging here. So man, that don't quite add up. $1.31, that don't add up math wise. Because just 2 liters, which is a half a gallon, is already over $2, or is already over $1. See, 18.
Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta get into something here real quick. I'm gonna stop my camera.
No worries.
I got the mic still going, so you'll be able to hear me if I drop the computer. Let's hope I don't, though.
Oh.
All right. I'm
I was
lifting
right.
the computer
Yeah,
now.
it's 276 a gallon. So yeah, I was pretty dang close, just figuring in the top of my head. At 60, if it's 69 cents US. Get back to comments. Sorry, guys.
Okay. How many UFO enthusiasts do we have in the chat today, Eric? Do you know?
I'm pretty sure just about everybody in here is.
Really? Everybody.
Oh, 6.8. Okay, I seen 69 cents a gallon. That's why I thought it was you. I seen you put in there 69 cents a gallon, Summer. That makes more sense.
Well, I've decided to do a giveaway. And I will show you what we're giving away. We're going to give away 3 things. Oh, and
Candy
also
says
stickers.
me.
And also stickers, okay? But let me put the camera on again, and I'm going to show you a couple different things. Now, it's been a while since the last giveaway we did. I guess was part of the survival show that we did together, Eric, way back when.
Yeah.
That I finally got out
Mhm.
to everybody before Christmas, because you know how much it cost me to mail that stuff? $80.
Now I'm getting ready to mail some stuff to my daughter.
It was insane. It was insane. But
Mhm.
I have got patches, and this is one of the patches.
Oh wow.
And it's a pretty big patch. There's my index finger. So I mean, it's a pretty good sized patch. It's about 2.5 in length by about 2 inches in width. And it's a good, like a shoulder patch or a lapel patch or something along that lines. It's the UFO and the I Want to Believe from none other than the X-Files. Okay. So I'm going to give this away to somebody with some stickers. Okay. And
Excuse me.
whoever can name, let me see here. I got to think of a good question.
There's always this hard part.
Let's see. What's a good question to ask? Okay, here we go. What were the 3 nerdy guys on the X-Files show called that were all into the aliens and the UFO stuff?
God, I haven't seen that in years.
If anybody can answer that question.
Oh, I just remembered one of them.
Yeah, but what were they called?
Don't remember the other one. Oh, sorry. Dang it. Demaria was the first one said something. Oh, never mind. Not this chat's jumping. There it is. Paranormal's first one that said something. The line gunman.
Okay.
And
Lone gunman. There
Griff
you go.
said the
lone gunman.
So Griff,
Yep. The lone gunman. Paranormal Oz, you got it. You got it, brother.
Yeah.
So send me your mailing address, and I'll be sending this out to you and a bunch of stickers. Okay. And send it to lakotaman333@gmail.com, and I'll get this in an envelope and get it mailed out to you. Okay. The next one, I'm going to pick people out of the chat. Okay. So let's see. girl with a gong, you're going to be getting this cool little piece alien and the alien head patches. These are patches. Okay. They can be ironed on. Okay. There's the back. It's got the smoothness, and you can either iron it on or you can stitch it on. Okay. But these two patches are going to go to Girl with a Gong. Okay. So I need to get your mailing address. All right. Send it to my email, lakotaman333@gmail.com. And I've got another set. Okay. And remind you, these are going to be given out with stickers. Okay. And the stickers are ranged from UFO to alien to Bigfoot to ghost, you name it. Okay. It'll have just a good mix. Okay. But there's another pair of these patches. Okay. And this is how we're starting off 2025, guys. Okay. So this one is going to be given to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Carl, it does remind me of Nixon too. uh, yeah, let's see.
You have no idea. You have no idea.
Okay, Eric, you want to pick somebody in the chat to get these?
Hmm.
It can be anybody. It doesn't matter.
Tell you what, Scott's been pretty active.
Okay, Scott, you got to send me your mailing address so I can send you the stickers and these two patches. Okay. So we've got.
Yeah, Scott's been pretty active in the chat the last few months, or the last few shows.
We got Paranormal Oz. I better write these down before I forget. Yeah. We got Paranormal Oz. All right.
I need to figure out how to get some patches made myself. Let me get back up to that, Roxanne. Hold on. Okay. Oh, you're talking about the jumper munchers? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that, Roxanne. It's all right, Carl.
Girl with a gong.
I need to get some. Where do you get your? I need to get where you get your patches made. I need to get some made.
I'll tell you later. It'll cost you.
Yeah, I need to do it for everybody though. I need to get some stickers made. And I need to get some patches made.
I'm sorry. I'm still writing these down. I'm a little slow, guys. Don't correct me on spelling either. All right. So those are our 3 giveaways today.
Let me find that banner that's got your email on it so they can write it down.
I'll just type it in there.
Oh, you don't have it up. Okay. I was going to say, you don't have it up.
Okay, I'm putting my email out there. Send.
Need food fighter. Savage says we need food fighter pilot patches.
What in the heck? That's weird.
What's that?
It didn't come up on the chat. It made it shrunk it real small in the chat.
Oh,
At least on my
seen
end.
it perfect. Yeah, on my end, it's perfect on both on the YouTube side and the platform. Big
That's
red
weird.
pen ain't William's friend. Social worker, not an English major.
Exactly.
Savage says I'm an English minor. Oh gosh.
Oh God. I think for that comment deserves a bunch of stickers. So Red Edge Savage, send me your mailing address and I'll send you out some stickers. That was good.
Oh man. Yeah, I was at work Tuesday and I had a wild hair at my butt and came up with a new horror / story. I got the first chapter of it written. And
A horror story.
yeah, horror slasher. So just getting, it's going to be not like my cryptid horrors, but this is kind of like old school, slasher type horrors. So I was working. That was what I did New Year.
I think you've been hanging out too much with D.A. Roberts. He's starting to rub off.
No, I've been hanging out with my dog. I've been hanging out too much with my dogs and cats, man.
Yeah, D.A. is a good guy.
Yeah. Yeah, we got walking on the wrong side of ED. Too late, Red. You done said English, so you're stuck with English instead of English. But yeah, I mean, I don't celebrate the holidays like I used to. So, I mean, for me, it was sitting here, I was creating commercials and I'm actually researching the FBI cases on possessed people that they've captured and the descriptions of their murders that these people did. And so I was like, I'm adding that into my book.
I like Carl's statement there.
Wild hair in the butt. This will go rated R soon. I see. I did. Yeah. I was just at work, and and this is how my weird brain works. Is I'll be sitting there working, and all of a sudden something will pop in my head, and I get obsessed with what's popped in my head. Then I start laying things out in my head, visually seeing it. Then I was like, okay, it's got to go on paper.
Yeah. Yeah,
I have
Ray,
to get
I think
someone
everybody found it pretty hard to go through the holidays.
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I found it. So I've got Ray. I mean, I see it. I've got certain reasons why I don't celebrate the holidays like I used to. Probably not the best of reasons, but I've got my reasons.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Brain. Yeah, I got a brain, Roxanne. You may have a hamster in there spinning the webs near the wheel trying to keep the spider webs from building up, but I got one in there. English sounds good. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's not that I'm anti-holiday. That's not the case. Just me, if that makes sense. So I was by myself anyways. My daughter's been with her friend's house doing the holiday stuff with her friends. So, but I got to send my daughter's Christmas stuff to her college, which reminds me, I've got to message her again. She forgot to send me her address up her at college.
Did I just hear a doorbell ring?
Not on my side. I don't have one.
That was weird. I heard a ding, like a microwave going off or something, when it dings when it's done.
Yeah, I got one here, but I don't ever use it. I'm here. It's just me and the animals here today.
Huh. That's weird.
Yeah.
Anyways, you guys send me your mailing addresses to the email so I can get that stuff out to you in the envelopes. And
Man, you missed your jump on this one, bud.
snow.
Quit. Yeah.
Snow.
Oh man, Ray. I didn't hear the ding, but Candy says she heard the ding too.
Yeah, see? That's weird.
Mm-hmm. I didn't hear it. So unless that was numbnuts tail hitting my computer desk, I guess. But he's been laying down hogging up the heater.
They're monitoring us.
Probably.
They probably are.
Problem with
you know who they are.
problem. Oh yeah. Problem with
Oh.
Knucklehead here hogging up the heater. He likes to have his butt pointed at it. Then he farts and he gets blown straight into my face.
Just don't breathe through your mouth.
Oh God. I don't know what his thing is. He's got to have his butt facing the heater. And then he'll just and it's like
Snow can clear a room.
no, that's Boar. Boar's the one that does that.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
man.
Snow's usually sitting behind me on his pillow. Demaria said she thought it was her phone. Oh, goody. Let's play some games. Take it easy, Camo.
All right, Camo. Take it easy, bro.
Yeah, I've been kind of a little under the weather the last few days, and then my back's been kind of bothering me, so I haven't been on the computer the last couple of days very much. So I've been sitting in my fat guy comfy chair watching Lord of the Rings series, TV series.
Yeah, we got that on
DVD. Racer
DVD
tornado sirens going off everywhere. Text only. Yeah. Being nearsighted forced me to look into my mind's eye more. Yeah. I had to buy 2 pieces of 8-inch stovepipe and 2 elbows. Oh God, man! I bought a new cap for mine. It was like $80 for that new cap. I about died. My son, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, Scott, that's not a good one.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that, Scott. That's not good. But I can guarantee, though, Scott, that he's probably still with you. Because there's one thing that I learned, and I'm sure Eric knows this too, that just because we leave this body doesn't mean it's the end. It's only the beginning.
No. It's a new chapter in the book.
Yep. And we all will see each other again. So.
Did you really just burp in my ear? Your burp stink, and you have to burp in my ear. That's rude.
And then he turns away from you like he didn't do it.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, Scott. Exactly, bud.
Look at what Tracy just brought me. Look at that.
Oh. Yeah, I'm going to have to heat up some pizza here in a little bit.
This is her homemade pulled pork sandwich right here. And it's the best I've ever had.
Candy. Yeah, I like pulled pork. Dang. Yeah. It's I know how that stuff is. You know, this time of year is when my mom passed away. So
yeah,
actually in 9 days will be 3 years now.
And my parents have been gone for quite a while now. So my dad
Yeah.
left first, and that was back in 1998, I believe, September of '98 when he passed. And
No joke, Carl. Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, Ray. It looks like everybody's getting it. So for us, they keep jumping around. It's going to be 12 inches, then 9 inches, then a half inch, then dusting, back to 9 inches, back to 12 inches. They're all over the place with us.
yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to eat this or not this effort. Trust me, I'm having a lot of problems with even breathing now with pain. So
Yeah, my back was hurting so bad yesterday I couldn't cook, and I had to take my daughter to her friend's house in town. So I stopped by Casey's and grabbed me some chicken bacon ranch pizza, some wings and cheese sticks, and that was lunch and dinner yesterday, and it's going to be lunch today. I haven't had breakfast, so it'll be my lunch today.
yeah, this is a
Can't beat
burning pain.
breaking.
This feels like somebody's holding a lit lighter to my
Mm.
center of my chest.
Hey, Carl, I'm the rated R superstar. Somebody's going to get that quote. I have tried sushi even over in Japan, and I cannot eat. I can't do sushi. I cannot even. I've even had it when I was over in Japan, and the
Smells like
rice is
fish.
the biggest thing for me. Is that texture, of that rice. I can't. It just no. I'm good. I'm just not a sushi person.
A lot of people are getting sick from sushi.
Well, I can't help it, Candy. I ain't the one that started it, so you can't blame this one on me. I didn't start. I may have started the coffee thing, but I didn't start the food thing.
Okay.
Uh,
All right.
but no, it's we are so off topic. Oh, oh
It's one of them days.
no, that sucks. Huh?
It's one of them days. That's all.
Yeah, it's all right though. I can't either. Sushi makes me sick, but my daughter loves it. Yeah, my daughters love it, but I just can't do it. If you knew a yushi like I knew a sushi, get Mindu waiting on the stove. Mm. I've been looking up to get the natural ingredients to Wahumpy. I am trying to find out where I can get it because it's hard to find the real ingredients for Wahumpy. But I haven't had Wahumpy in so long. Since I used to dance at powwows was the last time I had Wahumpy. So I was like 16 years old that I have been craving Wahumpy and fry bread. Yeah. But me and my buddy was talking about that the other day when we was out tree rat hunting. And I was like, man, we were talking about tree rat, and dumplings. Now we haven't had that in a while. To what? um, I've had both of them, Melissa, and I can't do it. Well, humpy is a Native American stew. Usually you have like some kind of natural meat, venison, buffalo, elk, bear, something like that. Wild garlic, wild onions, and it's all cooked together. Not, I can't remember. There's something. There's an ingredients that I'm missing off the top of my head. But you make it into a soup, and you make your homemade fry bread, and you dip that fry bread in your humpy, and the humpy has a lot of good nutrients and stuff. It's really good for you. So, but that's a wahumpy. So it's good stuff. Man, if it's done right,
Give me a good old Indian
it's off the
taco.
hook.
I'll take that.
Indian what?
Indian taco.
Yeah. Yeah, it's but I was thinking about that one day when I was sitting here. And I was like, God, man, I was trying to remember the last time I had it, and it was at a powwow back when I used to dance in powwows. And I was like, dang, I haven't had that since I was 16, and I'm 45. I was like, I need some.
Yeah, the one thing I
yeah,
like
it's
those the Indian tacos at powwows.
yes, God, man,
Can't
the
beat them on
fresh
fried bread.
fried bread too. Man, the fresh fried bread
Yep.
with a little bit of butter and honey drizzled on it. Oh my God, that stuff is killer. I haven't found the ingredients yet because I'm trying to go all natural and I don't want it to get from the store.
Oh, great. Now they're going to start thinking you're going all
Yeah.
natural in the kitchen cooking.
I've tried to stay as all natural as possible, honestly. I really do. It's hard. It's really, really hard, especially being I can't do my own gardening because of my back and knees as bad as the hands as bad as they are. That's why I'm trying to rush through and get these surgeries done so I can get back to doing that. But I don't do box foods. I don't. I home cook. I home make all my food. Uh, I'll eat fast food. Like the other day, I ate fast food because I was out running around. I hadn't been home, and my blood sugar started going like berserk because I've not eaten. So I'm hypoglycemic. If I don't eat and keep the proteins in my body, my blood sugar goes nuts. So I had to make the mistake and get fast food because, well, my stupid butt didn't eat. And so I got Sonic. Man, that Sonic made me sicker than a dog. I just don't eat fast food a whole lot. Yeah. I strangest beats Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart ain't got shit on me. Need a little fried bread. Haven't had any. Oh, no, man. Fried bread with honey drizzled on it. Oh, my God. That stuff is killer, man. But we used to eat, man, we used to eat really good at powwows. I miss going to powwows. There's such
more
good
like
food and
it's more like high strangeness meets who was that woman that used to do it? Julia Childs. Back in the day, she used to get drunk while on TV making her food.
no.
She'd be like, have a sip of wine, and then she'd put a little wine in the food. Then she'd have another sip of wine, and then she'd put a little more wine in the food.
Mm-hmm.
Sooner or later, she was like almost falling over at the end of the
Mm-hmm.
broadcast.
Yep. Twisted. When I'm home alone, there ain't nothing. Yeah, the girl, man. The one powwow I've yet to go to that I really, really want to go to is the Red Earth powwow. I would love to go up to Red Rock to where a lot of my family's at on the res up in Red Rock and go to there too. But yeah, Red Earth, which that's the big one. Red Earth is the big one. I really want to go to that sometime. Julia Child, yeah, I watched her when I was a kid. She went to culinary school. Yeah, I haven't heard that name in a coon's age, man. That's been a long time. They're called lady fingers. Okay, Scott. Yeah. Ooh. Well, that's why I'm cooking right here. Man, you always know when I'm excited because I like try and do things and create new dishes and stuff like that. I do that quite often. I'll mix things together, try to come up with a new dish. A lot of times that new dish is killer. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'll never do that again. I like mixing flavors.
Oh, well, it's getting difficult right now. So,
Yeah.
MRE cook
Oh
off
God, no,
on show.
No. No.
No,
I just
thank
had
you.
an episode the other day. Yes, I experiment with food. Yes, I do. She was awesome. Oh, gosh dang it. With eggnog, I'll drink so long as I don't. uh, yeah, I mean, I've kicked it around a time or two. I don't
I
remember
just
his
ordered
name, Candy. I know what you
I
guys
just
are talking
ordered a
about, though.
cookbook too. I got
Yeah,
Tracy a cookbook um, off of Amazon recently. There's a good friend of mine. He's like a brother to me, who has a cookbook on Amazon, and it's a cryptid cookbook. It's pretty cool, and it's Dave Spinks. If he's watching or if he
hmm,
watches this, he should put his link in the chat. But you can find it on Amazon. Just type in Dave Spinks and books, and it'll pop up. So he's got a couple of cookbooks on there that are paranormal in nature. So
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've kicked around making a cookbook. The thing is, it's hard for me to do that because I don't use measuring cups. I don't use, I mean, unless it actually, I'm trying something that I'm not used to making, then I use the measuring devices. Other than that, I add in what I think would look good or do good with it. I really have no measuring skill when I'm making stuff.
now you got everybody talking cooking.
But
uh,
no, I'm trying to think what else I could do besides the natural stuff. Um, but yeah, I'm wanting some wahampi, and I want some tree rat stew too. Best cooks never measure. Yeah, I mean that's what my mom always said. My whole family. I've got family recipes that's over 200 years old sitting in my kitchen right now. And as much as I love them, even a lot of them say, this is what it calls for. But be honest with you, my family's always said, I always have done this, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
huh.
Ghosties. I'll eat, man, I fight with ghost. Do it all the time. Chef Paul, the Cajun cook. Justin Wilson on TV when he's stationed in, oh, yeah. Um, it's tree rats too. You guys know what? No, we'll see. You put in comments if you know what I'm talking about when I say tree rats. I'll see how many of you guys know what tree rats are. Yeah, that's what I do too, Roxanne. Oh, Carl. Now you got me thinking. I've got leftovers. That's what I'm going to be having. Yes, Carl, you're absolutely 100% correct. That is a tree rat. You guys have got it, man. No, I've not had that. I have not. We got them around here, but I've not had those. Porcupine, actually, I wonder if that would taste good. Now I'm thinking. But it's squirrels, yes. Squirrels are tree rats.
Porcupine. That's going to be self-made kebabs.
Yeah. I've got a cookbook in here. It's called Redneck Cooking. Anything you can find in the woods, I've got a recipe for it.
Hmm.
Yep. I mean, I can tell you the proper ways how to cook a coon, skunk, squirrel, or a possum, groundhog. I mean, certain things, if you don't cook it right, taste nasty. There's a certain way you got to cook it and it tastes good. I have not seen a porcupine, but uh, I wouldn't say I wouldn't eat one. I tried once. No, it's not. Man, it's not. Hey, always take what you need, not more, not less. So,
Well, I'm out of
and I've
coffee.
got abundance. Yeah, I'm just about negative 22 windshield for Dead Wolf. Hey,
Ooh,
Dead Wolf.
how we doing, Dead Wolf?
Oh yeah,
Negative 22.
yeah,
No, thank you.
It's around like 30, 32 degrees here. Raccoons is good candy. Oh my God. Raccoon cooked right is freaking amazing.
Hassenpfeffer.
Rabbit's really good too. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, you cook stuff right, it's really good. Now, so your coons, your groundhogs, your possums, your ducks, stuff like that, people don't realize you have to pressure cook that first and you got to carve off all the fat that you can carve off. Then you pressure cook it to melt the rest of the fat off. Then you cook it how you want it. If you don't do that, it's nasty. So, no, that's good eating if you know how to cook it right.
Did you say skunk?
Hey, Daryl. Yeah. Yeah. I've got a recipe for skunk. So never look to the left in order to cook right. But yeah, I actually got a recipe.
Yeah, you got to keep it up. You're going to keep it up, Eric, and people are going to start wanting cooking with Eric.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's you got to if and that's the thing is a lot of stuff if you do it right is really good. It's just you got to learn how to cook it right.
What do you think, guys? Should Eric have his own food channel?
Oh God, I'd make a lot of people cry. I am a freaking carnivore and I'm old school. I'll hurt a lot of feelers. Or campfire. Man, yeah. I got, who in the chat's heard of full packing? I'd stay in the igloo much all year long.
Oh God.
Some of the best ways to keep your meat really, really tender, and you can cook everything together, which mixes all the flavors of your food together, is called foil packing, which is one of the things I absolutely love is foil packing. And so take your meats and your veggies and put it all in there with your butters and your seasonings, and you wrap it up and you cook it with coals. So you set it on the coals and you just flip it from time to time. Oh God, it's amazing. I'll do it in the oven from time to time too. New podcast, Eric's the Science and Wild Cooking Guide. I said foil packing. Yeah.
Scientifically cooking with Eric.
Y'all are awesome, man. Gastronomic anomalies from the Testerman kitchen weekends at 8. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh. Yeah, foil. I prefer chickweed. Yeah. Man, oh man. So the other day, I had a hankering, so I had some venison, I had some shrimp, and had some chow mein left over. So I took and put some butter with garlic in my cast iron wok, and I cooked the shrimp in that garlic butter. Left the shells on, cooked it all in there. Then I threw the venison in, and I got it all cooked up. And then I threw the chow mein in and finished it up that way, and then topped it off with a little soy and Worcestershire sauce. Gosh dang, that thing was killer. It was so freaking good. And I had none for lunch the next day because my daughter ate it all.
Oh man.
Well, I know foil. Yeah, foil packing is a good way to do things. I do not microwave candy. I do not microwave. Microwave changes the molecular structure of the food, takes away all the nutrients. So it's got to be I need something quick, and that's usually because my blood sugars are acting up time when I microwave. Otherwise, hey Bucky, I reheat my stuff in the oven at 250 degrees.
Yeah, microwaving, all you're doing is adding radiation to your food.
Yeah. Hold on, Buckies. Come on. Hold on, bud. You got to sit still where it gets. I've got 2 of you rat dogs on my arm now. This is not very comfortable. Hi, buddies.
Aw.
Yeah.
Rat dogs.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I got my rat dogs. Foil is good to wrap your meat in before freezing it also. Yeah, I do that along with wax paper and Ziploc bags too. Yeah. And eating a man meat. That sounds, I can't say I wouldn't. Hey, freak. Hey, Scott. Yeah, Bucky's wanting some attention. Come on, buddy. You got to sit still. I can't type and everything else and hit comments when you're dancing around here, bud. Oh, yeah. I got this is rat dog and this is taco meat. Oh, that's Bucky, my oldest daughter's dog. Uh, oh, what type of full hands? Oh, well, I can't come up with words to coincide with oven other than coven and loving. Yeah, I don't. I very rarely do I use a microwave. I really don't. I've got one. My daughter uses it way more than I do. I'll use it more at work because I'm in a hurry to heat my breakfast up when I do have breakfast. But even then, that's not all the time deal. I just don't use microwaves. Set your oven at 250 degrees and then put your food in there to reheat it. It takes a little bit of time, but 250 degrees will not overheat it, and it'll warm it up to the point where it doesn't dry it out. So you just have to keep an eye on your food, make sure you don't leave it in there too long. But 250 degrees in the oven is a perfect temperature for reheating your food.
How on earth did we ever get into a cooking channel?
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Uh, and cauldron over the oven. I love my cast iron, man. I can't help it. I love my cast iron. Why are you
Yeah,
sniffing
we
his
got a
butt
lot of cast
on
iron
the
here
internet?
too.
Yeah, I love my air fryer. I've got an air fryer, Twisted. I love my air fryer. Yeah, I really do. I've been playing with that too.
Yeah, air
What
fryers, you got
is
to be
your
careful
deal?
with cooking a lot of the meats and stuff and the poultry, especially. Um,
Mm.
because there's been a lot of people that thought that their chickens were cooked in an air fryer, and they ended up eating raw chicken practically. Got real sick from it.
Yeah, I've got the air fryer. My mom's air fryer was that way. I have a different one than what she did, and mine works great. I mean, that thing is top notch. Um,
You can see
but
I'm
I
eating
can't.
little
I'm
pieces of
trying
food
to.
at a time.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Come on. Calm down. Calm down. I can't. I don't have four arms here. So you have to give me a chance. I know you want petting, but I have to do other stuff too. Sorry, Bucky's being needy. Uh, yeah, magic mushroom soup. Yeah, so I found, like with turkey, one of the biggest problems with turkey is turkey gets really dry. So what I do with my turkey to keep it moist, I mean falling off the bone moist, is I'll take butter and I'll melt the butter down and I'll mix it with garlic and I'll inject that into the meat and it keeps it really juicy. Um, Come on, yeah, he's. I'm trying to get to comments. I'm trying to do other things, and he's jumping around. It's like you're supposed to be petting me, and then the other one gets to moving around, and I'm juggling dogs and trying to do everything. There we go. There, now. Oh man, there. Now we can. There, you happy? You're getting petted. Jive turkey. Eric, are you sure you had a magic soup? uh, Eric's Chinawafis. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's thinking Bucky. Come on, nine. Stopa. Behave. Settle yourself. Calm your mind. Calm your mind. Be good. Thank you. Yeah. But it's lots of butter for turkey and wrap mine in cheesecloth. I just wrap mine up in foil. Come on, dude. Bucky, calm yourself. Behave. Behave.
Nobody can cook like the Pioneer Woman.
No kidding. Ah. Yep. So, but now it's. I mean, it is. I gotta say, I love the humor here, my friends. Yeah, I mean that's that's you guys are awesome. Okay, you both are fixing to get down because you both are starting to aggravate me. You guys are not behaving, and I'm trying not to drop either one of you two, but you're not sitting still. And if you guys ain't careful, you're going to fall on my lap and get hurt. I don't want you to get hurt. So, but it's with things with well, I know we're getting close to the time, so let's get some closing on these crop circles, man. A lot of them are man-made, a lot of them ain't, and I believe every single one of them has a message in them. I really do.
Yeah.
Is it a warning? Is it something trying to unlock a secret part of your brain? Oh, that's really good possibility.
Even the man-made ones. I mean, even the man-made ones that are made have an intricacy about them. Ooh, big word. Making them almost as valuable to know as the answers from the real ones that you research.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So I mean, you got to think somebody who can make one of those. Okay, that's it, you guys. All right, you're not behaving. I'm sorry, guys. You're not behaving. You're not sitting still. When you guys are going to get dropped. I don't want that to happen. It takes a lot of skill. I mean, mathematics. You got to think a human can't draw something perfectly round or perfectly straight without some kind of tool to do it. So the people getting out there that can get it almost to where it looks like it's so perfect by naked eye, just by sitting on the ground and the board and stomping that stuff down, that takes a lot of talent.
Yeah, it really does. It does. Well, guys, depending on how I feel, I don't know if I'm going to be doing a live tomorrow. I'm in a lot of pain right now. But we'll come back on again here this week sometime. I gotta give my chest a rest. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what they did to me, but they messed something up. But
yeah, definitely. Talking to your doctor.
We're gonna put our heads together and we're gonna come up with some new programming for 2025. I'm also gonna bring back Midnight Monsters, which is where I come on at I think it's a Wednesday night at midnight on the East Coast time, and we talk about monsters. And strictly monsters. It's we talk about vampires, werewolves, Wendigo, you name it. Okay, so look for that. I have a couple of the episodes already in the YouTube channel. You'll have to go a little further back because I think the last one I did was about 6 months ago. But yeah, that's a good podcast that we did. We discovered a lot with cryptids, and all around cryptid field too. So, and another thing I want to bring back too, and I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I want to interact more with the ghost box and the the EMF meters and stuff like that. Do a Q&A session, maybe once a month, something along that lines, just to kick it up a little bit and to mix it up. And there's a couple other things that I have planned in the works coming up too. So other than that, we've still got the Saturday and Sunday mornings. I don't know about tomorrow because tomorrow we're supposed to be getting hit with that real bad part of the storm.
Yeah.
So, and internet here is spotty at best. So that's why I couldn't get on last night. It was just so windy here that the internet was just cutting out left and right. So,
Yeah. Well, and that tomorrow morning for me guys is going to be hit and miss. Same as tomorrow evening. Depends if I'm going into work or not. Because if I go to work, then I'm working 12-hour days without a day off until the roads are clear. So, I work for a county entity, so I'm a first responder. So when I get called in on these natural disasters, I'm working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week until it's cleared up. So tomorrow I'm planning on doing a show on mimics.
Thank you, Scott.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I
Savage.
really
I
am.
appreciate that.
I can give you kind of a sneak peek of what I'll be looking at presenting. If I can't do it tomorrow because I'm working, I will do it later on during the week. But I can give you guys a quick sneak peek of what I'm looking at presenting on some of the stuff dealing with the mimics as soon as it pops up. So that is that guy's own voice telling him, "Come here, come here." So that is kind of stuff we'll be discussing. And I'll be honest with you, the reason why I'm doing the one on the mimics, because if you guys recall last winter when I had that thing that was messing with us out here, it's back. It's weird how it's only doing it in the wintertime though, but it's back. I heard it the other morning when I was getting my truck fired up, and I didn't have my phone on me because went out to the truck to warm it up. And
Well, the pug wudgies are known to mimic and to coax people into coming into the forest and the woods up in New England. And little people, they are real, whether you believe it or not. That's
you
in
guys
fact
didn't
that's
hear
what I was
nothing?
going to talk about tomorrow. But with the inclement weather coming, I don't know if I'd be able to. I'll still try for tomorrow morning, but we'll see. It depends on, like I said, how bad it gets. So, but yeah, the subject tomorrow is going to be little people.
Hey, Richard.
So,
Yep. I'm sorry you guys didn't hear that. I had my volume turned down here, so that may be why you didn't hear it. Of course, that one's kind of soft. I've got three other videos that be going along with that, so hopefully we can hear it when I do it later on. That one there kind of has soft voice, but it's interesting. But it's just weird how this thing has been, um, that's been
Richard,
messing with us only comes at the wintertime.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of sucks. I didn't have my phone on me to record it again, but it did the exact same mimicking a dog bark that it did when I first ran into it last winter. This time it was off in the distance northeast of me, but it's back. So,
well, just be careful. Especially be careful leaving those dogs out.
yeah.
Because those dogs can come up missing. And I don't want to see that happen. I don't want to see that happen at all. So, yeah, just be very careful because those mimics are. It's kind of a toss up, but it's my belief that the little people and the mimics are all pretty much in the same conglomerated being as a fae, and that's just my opinion. Supernatural wise, I believe that they all have fae energy, and that's why they mimic and impersonate things that are familiar to you to coax the person in. So
yeah. This is the videos I'll be showing is all in the middle of town, and the reason why I picked those because I wanted to show you that mimics ain't just stuck to the forest. Mimics are wherever you're at. So that's why I picked these 4 videos. They're all in towns. They're in a home. That's why I picked them, because you guys need to understand this is not solely related to the woods.
Exactly. Yep. Well, everybody, we'll play it by ear tomorrow. Okay. I'm sorry, but if we're gonna get all the snow and the ice that they're calling for, I don't think I'll have internet tomorrow, to tell you the truth, because like I said last night, it was so spotty. It was hit or miss. So, and that was just a bad wind and a little bit of snow. So, but until we meet again, all right, everybody in the chat, thank you for being here. Question everything. You have that right. In fact, if you follow me on Facebook or you're friends with me on Facebook and all that, I put out truth statements every day, and I try to get the information out there, okay, to everybody. We got to look at things with an open mind. You really do. You can't be having blinders on. So there's a lot of weird stuff happening today, and we need to find out why. So everybody have a great day, a great Saturday evening, and the rest of your afternoon. And hopefully, God willing, if the creek don't rise and we don't get a foot of snow and ice on top of it, I'll be on tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern. Okay. And Eric, you can find Eric's books on Amazon. Look up E.D. Testerman and books, and it'll pull up all of his books. Okay, on Amazon. Also, if you can, support other authors too on Amazon, like D.A. Roberts, David Spinks. There's a lot of good authors on Amazon, but you have to be careful because some of them, like David Pilates with the Missing 411, Amazon overprices his books specifically. I don't know why, but they do. So he says to get them from his website where it's cheaper. But if you can, support the authors. They're doing some good. They're entertaining and they're helping us out with a lot of this research too. So until we all meet again, God bless, be safe, and peace. We love you.
Peace, love, and blessings, everyone.